Look at us. Tuesday night. Happy date night gatherers. I mean, it's been a while since we just were hanging out here in my little studio up in Maine. Not on the road. It's been a whirlwind couple of months, and there's a lot of shit going on right now. Whew. It's going to be a crazy, amazing weekend. It is our weekend. It is Winter Gathering coming up. We're going to talk a lot about that. We're going to talk a lot about the big announcement that's coming tomorrow. We're going to hang out for a little while. I didn't sleep last night. It was one of those nights when, like those nights when you need a good 8 hours to reset, and I couldn't sleep. I couldn't sleep at all. It's crazy. I'm a little zombie-ish today, but banging through and more happy than sad. And I'm happy to be hanging out. Look at all of y'all showing up right at the crack of 8. I love that we have been on the road a bunch of these Tuesdays. I loved doing Christmas Eve morning with y'all. I loved gathering with you from out in Europe. I loved it all, but it's nice to just reset. Thought I'd play some old school songs because I'm thinking back old school these days. Some of y'all who are on the Village page saw an absurdly long post that I made today talking about releasing a new album, playing the House of Blues in Boston. We're going to talk about it all. But it's just got me thinking back. And, I thought that this song turned into around the time of an album of ours called Songs for a Movie. This song turned into a boy song, but it was originally called The Boy, and it was one of the very first songs I ever wrote. It was definitely the first song I ever played at my first open mic. Thought I'd play the original version to start us off tonight. Boy wakes up from his dream, jumps out of bed and knows that he will conquer the world. He looks up at the sun and he smiles, 'cause his light shines just as bright. And all the people, they go running through his mind, join the chorus of his heart, and those combined to step in time. Step in time. And the haphazard motion of his dreary, dismal day brings the song out from within his memory. Yeah. And he knows that lack of direction directs the intuition of the undaunted mind. Ooh, yeah. And singing softly to avoid a scene, he stifles voices in his heart that want to scream, I am free. why I am free. Seems all the time, prophecies and rhythm ending rhyme. And if you listen very closely, you can hear him sing the words. He sings that I am the sun and moon, I make the angels swoon. I am the wine within your cup, I'll give myself to fill you up. And if I die before I wake, pray my friends my soul to take. And when my bleeding heart runs through my 6 brass strings, we'll ring out true, yeah. Ring out true. Yeah, yeah. Don't know no more. Hey, hey. Ooh. Well, it's been some number of years since I played that version. That feels good. Yeah, that was my first open mic, my first song I ever played in front of people. It's weird thinking back. And it's been a lot of roads. It's been 25 years. A lot of twists and turns. A lot of unexpected turns. A lot of unexpected turns that turned into this story of ours that I fucking love and I'm so proud of. It's gonna be strange coming back to Boston in June to release our new album at the House of Blues, a place that holds over 2,000 people. We never played a show like this before. We never been asked to play a show like this before. And I have a lot of mixed feelings. Most of them fear. Not fear for being on the stage. I mean, that's the easy part, right? And we have, over the years, right, we've played big shows. We get to play big shows every once in a while. We've got to open for some big bands. We've got to play in some big festivals. And we've gotten to play for thousands of people before. And that is joyous. But it's different, right? When, unless they're paying money to come and see you, that room's gonna be empty. And I know it ain't gonna be empty because I know all of you Rally Sound volunteers, some of y'all that were at the Bender series and got that secret ticket link, you all have gotten tickets early, and that has quelled my fears. I have seen how many y'all already, I mean, the show ain't even officially announced, and I know there are hundreds of y'all coming out, and that makes me feel so good, so good. So for those of you already planning to be in Boston on Saturday, June 20th at the House of Blues, right on you. For those of you just hearing about it now, for those of you who've heard about it through the ether and are planning to be there. Hells yeah. Hells yeah. Bring it on. But I thought I'd spend most of tonight playing some songs from way back in those early days. Songs I was writing and working on. If I can remember them. This is one. Oh, I should play this one. This is one called Small Town City. This is a song. This is a song written about Boston. It is the small town city. It's so funny, right? Because, I mean, we joke about it growing up around Boston, our inferiority complex to New York City, especially the Yankees. But really, it's a wonder that Boston competes at all. It is a tiny little city compared to most big cities in this country. Geographically, it's tiny. You know, I think last I checked, there's about 2 million people in Boston. Which compared to, like, I don't know, Chicago, Miami, I mean, any of the big cities, tiny. Anyways, I just spent about a year playing the open mic circuit around Chicago, where I was living and I was working as the recess guy at an elementary school during the day to make a couple bucks. I had just recorded my first, I mean, we'll put album in quotes. It was really a demo. I scraped together a couple $100 and went into a studio for a day and recorded as many of the songs that I was working on as possible. But I mean, I didn't really know how to play them or sing them, you know. But I decided after the school year was over that I was gonna head back to Boston, and that's where I wanted to kind of sink my feet into the sand. Right, dig my heels in. I had this vision of playing with other musicians and being a part of something that was bigger than myself, and I decided that the city that I grew up outside of, well, that was gonna be my spot. It was gonna be ground zero. It was a rough handful of years getting started. I couldn't get hired to play anywhere. I mean, I didn't have any fans. I don't really know how to play music very well. Anyways, this is one of the songs I wrote during that time. It's called Small Town City. Oh. Let's try it. A reminder of her father as it was back in the day. And she knows I can't be with her, but she loves me anyway. And I am driving into Boston town, and I am listening to the radio sign, and I am wondering if I did it right. The same old questions I ask every night. I'm gonna get down, I'm gonna rattle it, hey. I'm I'm gonna bounce back, and I'm gonna leave no doubt, 'cause I'm on a mission, and I'm working the ground, back to the city of a small town. I'd work out in Chicago, or left it for the road. And I'm living at my suitcase in the trunk where it is stored, yeah. And I'm coming in disturbed drive, watching springtime as it comes alive. I think I keep it as a souvenir, sing it loud enough for you to hear. Now I'm gonna get down, I'm gonna rattle it, I'm gonna bounce back, and I'm gonna leave no doubt, 'cause I'm on a mission, and I'm working the ground, back to the city of a small town. Back to where I started, I guess I knew I'd come around. Stay with family till I get my feet back on the ground. And I miss the barbecues out in long, and summer swimming down that old mill pond. I even miss the icy winter winds. Sweet New England, I am home again. I'm gonna get that, I'm gonna better live. I'm gonna bounce back, and I'm gonna leave no doubt, because I'm on a mission, and I'm walking the ground, back to the city of a small town. I'm gonna get down, I'm gonna rattle it out, I'm gonna bounce back, I'm gonna leave no doubt, because I'm on a mission, and I'm moving the ground, back to the city of a small town. Hey. Man, I miss that song. I miss a lot of songs. I am so proud of these songs that are on this new album. And I love the songs that I play with my bandies. But one thing I'm also really proud of is that I still really like these old first songs that I was writing. mean, I had a hard time playing them and singing them. But they were just coming from an honest place. I wasn't trying to be anything but honest. I started playing with some musicians. We started playing on Friday nights at Porter's Bar and Grill, which, man, I was just talking about it the other night. Might have been at the Boston show, and I think somebody said that that place closed down. Son of a bitch. And my days were spent, I mean, I didn't have a lot of gigs, right? So a lot of my days were spent just cold calling places, asking if they'd let me play music. I set up I don't know, I must have been gone for about a month or so. Drove across the country, my little crappy hatchback. I can't even remember what I was driving. And I stopped in, I had some buddies that were working chairlifts in Vail, Colorado, and there was a place called the Red Lion. There was a guy named Phil who played cover songs there, and some of my friends knew him, and he had me sit in and play a set at the Red Lion. That was really cool. This guy was so good at playing covers and hanging and just shooting the shit, like, right? I mean, this place was packed every single day after the lifts were closed. And he would just play for hours and hours and hours. And, you know, he would invent games. Like, he had a game called Throw Money at Me. A bunch of rich skiers hanging out in Vail, right? And people would shout out songs and chuck wads of cash at him. He had this setup he'd play every single day. He fucking crushed it so much, he became the owner of the Red Lion. He bought the whole damn place. Talk about a cover man. He was a good guy. I went out to Los Angeles and I hung with some friends out there and I played in a couple bars, and then I went up the Highway 1 and along the California coastline and playing all the little coffee shops, bookstores and bars. I just looked them up. I mean, I just fucking looked them up in the yellow pages. It's before the Google days. I just called these places up and I said, can I set up and play music for a couple of hours? And some of them said yes. Anyways, I wrote this song on that tour, and originally I wrote it, and you know, it wasn't meant to be a duet with a gal, but a couple years later we were in Boston. I was playing with this bassist named Kristen Becky, a gal I grew up with, and still to this day one of the most talented musicians I've ever played with. Actually, she was incredible, and she had a beautiful voice, and I had her sing the choruses of this song, and it became a thing nowadays. When we play this song out, Karina sings the choruses, but originally this is how the song sounded. Sometimes I think the strongest people hurt the most, no matter what they do, or dance, or think, or say. And there's California rising up from the coast, in my dreams and in my head. And it's alright, there'll be other times. California's just another dream of mine. And they come and they go so slow. Well, I think that if I walk the straightest line that I can, I'll only think of how much straighter it should be. And there's the thought of California in my hand. I'll grip it tight and carry it close to me. It's alright, there'll be other times. California's just another dream of mine. Oh, they come and they go so slow. Sometimes I wish that I could think in words, except for all the times I don't have to speak. And I see California laced in color swirls, showing me the parts of me that will be weak. It's alright, there'll be other times. California's just another dream of mine. No, they come and they go so slow. Sometimes I wish that I could so slow. Well, so like I said, tomorrow at noon, them House of Blues tickets go live to the public. If you haven't found sneaky insider ways to get tickets yet, I'm gonna tell you my secret dream. I mean, the place holds 2,000 people. We never come close to selling 2,000 tickets. I mean, you know, we think we had around 1,500 maybe at the Ramble. That was pretty great. But that's about the ramble, really. Yeah. We done some boat cruises in Boston Harbor. We had maybe close to 650 people. Way back in the day, we played the Paradise before they expanded, and we had close to 600 people there. That's about as big a show as we've played in Boston. I feel like, look, if we have 750 people in that room that night, it's gonna feel fucking great. It's gonna feel great. And the folks that booked the House of Blues will have like earned our spot there, right? You don't need to sell 200 or 2,000 tickets to deserve to play on that stage, right? If you're selling 750 tickets, you're doing something right. And so that's like, right? If we do that, that room's gonna feel great. I'm gonna feel great. If we get to 1,000 people, that's the home run right there. That's a home run for me. Anything over that's Grand Slam territory. That's the way I'm thinking about it. I want to play a couple more of these old songs for you. I'm going to play Pink Champagne for you. And I want to thank you all who've been out there streaming it. Look, I'm playing a lot of old school songs right now, but I don't want that to diminish your perspective on how out of my mind excited I am for the new music that we are releasing and the new album to come out. All the people that are listening to us right now online. It's such an exciting chapter, and I love the music that we are working on and arranging. I love the songs that I'm writing. But it's nice to think back. Plus, I'm gonna be at the Winter Gathering this weekend, and I'm gonna play 15 hours of music without repeating a song. And I know, I mean, we have something close to 250 people coming out for the weekend. You all are gonna be requesting songs, and my goal is to play every single request if I can. And I know I'm gonna get some challenges in there. So it's good for me to bone up on these older songs. This one I wrote in Chicago. First year playing. Well, the sun set too early for my eager taste. My lungs hadn't gotten their fill. If my beating heart let me lie in this bed, another day would pass standing still. So I walked out in the moonlight, hands in my pocket. As she walked by, I gave her a smile, and I stuck to the sideway, 'cause it was going my way, and the world had decided to cater to me for a while. As I'm so much to show how I've not and have grown. saw her in a smoky bar. Decided to give it a try. Threw a few back, gathered my courage as the minutes that passed slowly by. Well, her name was Melina. She swore that she'd seen me before. And as I walked her back to her place, she smiled as she kissed me, and she took both my hands and pulled me in through her front door. Yes, and wrong. So much to show how I'm not and have grown. It's the boys' night out on the town. Man, we're throwing them down just as fast as our wallets can spare. And we talk loud and we're in a crowd. And bouncers, bartenders, and boyfriends, they're all starting to stare. Dave wants to fight, but I'm holding him tight. We're kicked out in the streets with our friends, but we feel great and we don't hesitate to jump in a cab and ride off to the next bar to start it all over again. Heads out, so much to show how I've not and have grown. So much to show how I'm not and have grown. So much to show how not and have grown. Simple song about being a young stupid kid in Chicago. Man, my life has changed a lot since those days. Two beautiful little girls, a home up here in Maine, we're trying like hell to take care of, a band on tour, and thousands of you out there. Wanting to listen to these songs. What a cool thing, right? Alright, this is one from Boston. in the dim reflection of a move I make. I get the feeling every moment is at stake. In a quiet hour, no one else around, I try to gather up the strength to take this demon down, and I keep my vision on the sky. In another day of do or die, and they tell me that with luck I may get by. Well, I'm waiting. Gonna play it softly, gonna take it slow, 'cause even when I look within, I'm still the last to know. Gonna feed the fire, gonna take my time, gonna measure every breath and every fleeting sign, as I keep my vision on the sky. In another day of do or die, and they tell me that with luck I may get by. Well, I'm waiting. The streets are dark and empty, the leaves are on the ground. A little bit of vision laid in each brick of this time. Half a mile to Boston, autumn wind is cold, and someday I'll learn that I'm as wise as I am old, as I keep my vision on the sky. In another day or do or die, and they tell me that with luck I may get by. Well, I'm waiting. I'm waiting, yeah. I'm waiting. You know, one of the things that I've said this before, and I know sometimes, look, we've done 965 of these things, so it ain't all gonna be original thought. And I also know that there are people constantly that are new to this village and coming new to these gatherings. They're discovering our music, discovering my songs. If you are new, welcome. Welcome. You can hang with us anytime you want. You are welcome at our table. But a lot of these songs, because they're coming from an honest place, right? A lot of the way that I write songs is through processing things that I'm going through, and I remember living in Somerville, Massachusetts, feeling like if I stopped playing music tomorrow, no one would really ever notice. Right, this art that I'm living my life for, that I feel is special, I believe is special, but no one really wants to hear it. That's a fucking painful thing to live with. It was many, many years of living with that, you know. That's why, as challenging as my life is these days, right? We're still part of the underground, right? Scratching and clawing, loading our gear, driving crazy hours. You all know. In between, driving through the night to get home to cook breakfast for my little ones at home. And it's just such a story that I continue to be so proud that I stuck with it. And I'm so grateful that you all stuck with me. I think that's so cool. And this weekend is the celebration of that. Getting to sit here once a week and dig deep into some of the songs I don't usually get to share. Well, that's a gift. This weekend, man, that's like Hanukkah and Christmas and my birthday wrapped up into one as a songwriter, right? We got a sold out resort filled with fans. I'm gonna get to stretch out. I mean, for some musicians hear about our schedule and they're like, "What the fuck are you thinking?" I'll do a 2-hour acoustic set in the morning, and we'll do 3 hours at night with the band. And don't get me wrong, it's challenging, it's hard, it's a marathon, it's running a marathon for a musician, right? Not only do we get tired, but the volume of songs to remember and communicate. But there's some magic that happens in there, in the midst of it all. And really, on night one, it begins. Unlike any other show that we play, it's not about performance anymore. I get the gift of quieting the voice in my head that says, you need to be entertaining these folks. And really, right, there's a lot of energy that goes into that. And when you can shut that off, you can just be on a stage, really a little platform, let's be honest, surrounded by deep fans who want to hear all the songs. And when you can sit there with 3 incredible musicians, 3 of your best friends, and just dig deep into the music without having to think about the performance part of it, well, that's the gift. We get to do it once a year. It's the winter gathering. I look forward to it. Man, I'll be looking forward to it starting on Tuesday of next week. I'll look forward to the next year. I'm so grateful for this gathering series because that trip came out of it. And I'm so grateful for that trip because it kicks off our year every year in the best possible way, in the deepest possible way. There'll be songs that me and the bandies are playing that we haven't talked about or thought about since the last winter gathering. There may be songs that we didn't even play last winter gathering and we haven't played in years that we're trying to figure out and work out. And we're going to be on stage using our ears and our minds and our hearts to create art in real time. And that is, that's a gift. It really is. So thank you, winter gatherers. All of you that are coming out this weekend. Thank you, gatherers that are here tonight. I'm going to play 2 more songs. I know time is limited, and I still feel like I could talk for another 3 hours. That usually happens, by the way, when I'm extremely overtired. But I'm just so excited about all that's on the horizon. Man, like, we got this Southern tour coming up in just a handful of weeks, and there are shows that are selling out already. We haven't even really started talking about it. Man, it just keeps getting better and better. It really does. I'm gonna play Pink Champagne because I'm fucking psyched about it these days. It's been out for a couple weeks now, and I think something like over 30,000 people around the world have already listened to it. That's so exciting for me. If you haven't listened to the recording yet, I want to invite you to do that. One of the fastest ways that our music is spreading, one of the reasons that we are selling more tickets than we ever had before is that there are just more people out there listening. And that is coming from you all. You don't recognize it or appreciate it, but the more of you that are streaming our music on platforms like Spotify and Apple Music, the more we are recommended to new folks. There's somewhere between 35 and 45% of our audience is being recommended because of our fans, of this community, listening and streaming, and then other music fans that are out there that have your similar tastes. The algorithm is saying, hey, you know what? There are enough people listening to this guy. Maybe you're going to want to listen to this guy. And that's how people are discovering us. It's so cool. It's so, so cool. Pink Champagne. Drinking pink champagne in a cheap motel in a nowhere town, headed somewhere else from an old chipped glass she took from the kitchen of that little cafe. She ain't missing, AC's blowing, hot air, TV's broken. She don't care. She's dancing with the best dress on, late night singing to her favorite song. Ain't thinking about the past, he's gone. Here's to brand new, got nothing left to lose. Yeah. She's smiling, no shame, in a cheap motel, drink a pink champagne. Drink a pink champagne. With the folks back home, they all told her, you'll understand when you get older. It's the way it is. Days just grow longer. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Be thankful, darling, for what you're giving. She hears them calling. She ain't listening. She's dancing with the best dress on, late night singing to her favorite song. Ain't thinking about the past, it's gone. Here's to brand new, got nothing left to lose. Yeah, she's smiling, no shame, hotel, drinking pink champagne. Drinking pink champagne. Well, okay. Well, I want to thank you all for hanging with me tonight. These nights are special for me. There's something I miss. About those first 500 days. Every single night, this is kind of similar in many ways, right, to what happens at the Winter Gathering this weekend. I mean, when you're hanging every single night, it long since ceases to become, that grammar's fucked up. It quickly ceased to become about performance. I mean, you all saw the best and the worst of me, I feel like, in all sorts of different situations. And that's the art. That should be the art. That's the goal. You know. Anyways, maybe when I am a little older, a little wiser, a little more comfortable in my own skin, right? I'll be able to walk on a stage and I'll be as comfortable as just sitting here with you. That'd be pretty cool. I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't get jittery or nervous, all right? And I love being on the stage and I love performing. I don't know, I'm just thinking about a lot of stuff tonight. Tomorrow at noon, tickets go live for the House of Blues, Saturday, June 20th. I would love it so much if y'all wanted to be there with me. It's going to be a big night for us, you know. I mean, you already know all the songs. Most of you do. There probably won't be any big surprises there, but just to be able to celebrate in Boston on a big stage like that, it's going to be special. Friday, I'm going to see you all up in Vermont. You winter gatherers that are with us. We'll probably be live streaming at some point. I don't know when we're going to live stream. I don't know what set is going to be the live stream set from the weekend. Maybe it'll be an acoustic set. I'm not sure. I haven't quite figured it out. We've got a whole bunch of stuff coming up, but I'll talk about it next week. There's time to talk about it all. Cheers, gatherers. Raise up your glasses. Let us drink to the wind that are by. May it always blow steady wherever you roam. May it come when you're ready to carry you home. May it keep you ahead of the rain. Raise up your glasses. Let us drink to the heavens above. Some say it's a glimpse of God's great design. Some say it's the signs of all things combined. May we look up and always feel wonder. Here is to the northern BC. Here's to our hearts and the air that we breathe. Here's to around good company. Here's to the drink that we share. Raise up your glasses. Let us drink to this time that we had. These moments, they pass lightly and they won't come again. May our lives all burn brightly right up to the end. May we live them with joyous abandon. Raise up the glasses. Let us drink to the end of the day. Let us drink to the work when the working is through. Let us drink one to me. Let us drink one to you. Let us drink one to those who want with us. Here is to us, and all that we see. Here's to our hearts and the air that we breathe. Here's to round in good company. Here's to the future. Here's to the past. Let us drink one dance slow. Let us drink one thing fast. Let us drink one. This night is our last. Here's to the drink that we share. Oh, here's to the drink that we share. I love you, gatherers. Thank you for being here with me. It's such a fun ride to be on. That's the end of the fizzy water. Just like that. Stay safe. Keep on looking out for one another. And I'll see you again soon.